For canoeist, adventure racer and coach, Martin Dreyer sport is life. Everything else is just waiting. Today he shares a few of his secrets to endurance and performance.
Now Martin, you partook in a race that in my mind is absolutely crazy, the Freedom Challenge. Now for those people out there who's not familiar with the Freedom Challenge, what is it all about?
Now, the Freedom Challenge, it's an incredible journey from Pietermaritzburg to Cape Town, mountain biking. 2,300 k's, unsupported and just phenomenal. 40 k's of tar road if you're lucky, but it's just the straightest line basically. A lot of carrying your bike over old wagon routes and crossing rivers. It's an adventure to the extreme.
Now you absolutely shattered the record, breaking it by a day and 22 hours or so. Did you expect that from the beginning?
I went into the race not thinking records. I never chased minutes and seconds. I just wanted to push myself to the limit, redefine my limits. And it just so happened that as the race progressed and Alex Harris was there sort of alongside me and we were dicing for sort of top place, that I just had to change my strategy and just keep pushing. So much so that my sleep just became less. 24-hour riding on the bike per day with an hour's sleep, and then eventually not even sleeping in farmhouses, just sleeping on the side of the road, riding from my bike with zigzagging and then basically falling off my bike into a little bush on the side, sleeping for an hour, wake up because you're so cold. So I knew that's my alarm clock. You don't have to worry about oversleeping because you're shivering, you're so cold, back on the bike and you keep pushing. And I love that sort of stuff, so it really tickled my fancy.
Now obviously there's two very important factors when it comes to a race like this. You have the rider and you have the bike. Now let's talk about your bike. How did you manage to get it running smoothly over 2,300 kilometers? And if there was a problem, how did you deal with it?
My bike, I wanted something racy yet reliable. I chose a GT Zascar Carbon Pro 29er. Put extra sealant in the tires just to take any chance of thorns and that making me deflate. And it's quite incredible though, the 2,300 k's with my bike, I had no issues, no mechanicals, and all I did was change my chain once midway and put new brake pads.
How did you fuel yourself throughout this 2,300 kilometers? I'm sure nutrition must have played a huge role for you.
Nutrition requirements were just massive. I mean, it's probably the most important ingredient in my success of the Freedom Challenge. If you've got no petrol in the tank, well, you're not going to go anywhere. My rocket fuel to me was Epic Pro. It's an energy drink, but it's also got recovery aspects to it as well. And when you're riding 18 hours a day, well, there's not really much time for recovery. So to me, it was a good thing that when I was riding, I knew that I was getting recovery as well, getting the right ingredients into the body.
Now I know that recovery plays a very big role for you, especially when it comes to a race like the Freedom Challenge. What role did Recover Max play for you throughout?
Yeah, when I got into the farmers' houses at the end of my 18-hour cycle, then I would always make sure that I had a Recover Max, and I carried a shaker as one of my water containers in my backpack because my bike only could carry 2 cycling bottles. So my third bottle would be a USN shaker. And that was for mixing my Recover Max.
How did you manage your supplements throughout the 10 days being on the bike? Because you obviously can't travel heavy.
In this race, being unsupported, there's not anyone waiting along the way to give you like a bag of stuff. But what there is, you pack a 2-litre ice cream container to send 3 weeks before at designated spots along the race. And in that, I would put my sachets of Epic Pro, my Recover Max, and my muscle fuel and energy bars. And so when I would get to those 90-kilometer intervals, I would be able to top up and refill and refuel.
Martin, as a man that has absolutely shattered the Freedom Challenge record, these supplements that we have right here, is this what you would recommend to guys out there that would like to partake in something similar?
I hate having to talk about my supplementation because it's giving away my secrets. I mean, Epic Pro to me, it seriously is an all-in-one product, and it's puts you on a higher level. But yeah, that was my winning formula, and I think the proof's in the pudding in terms of the record got beaten by almost 2 days, and it worked for me, and there's no reason why it can't work for anyone else.
Take your performance up a notch. Visit usn.co.za for great tips and inspiration. Sign up to the free informative newsletter and remember to join the conversation on the USN SA Facebook page.